Al York Sports, baby. Y'all already know. Al York Sports, baby, with another one. The saga continues. Mad-ism, baby. KRS and Company. Y'all already know, baby. Let's get this popping, baby. 15 quickest minutes in sports. Al York Sports bringing y'all another one, man. Let's get this started because there's so much to do in so little time. So let's get this shit cracking, man. Let me just start off by saying, make sure that you guys, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep up the good work. I appreciate everybody that's tuning into the YouTube now. Much love. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death, Triple H, everything. D. Beeman, he fights April 12th. Don't forget, April 12th, Dwayne Beeman fights. Credit Fix, never too late to get your credit fix. IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Never too late to get your credit fix. You want advertisement, hit me up, I got you. Best way to say it. And don't forget, every Friday, y'all, I appreciate with the giveaways. Everybody's participation is starting to grow more and more and more. And I'm getting a lot of nice stuff, man. I just ordered another couple dozen stuff so y'all can pick and choose what y'all want and everybody happy, man. And with that, let's jump right into let's jump right into March Madness. I'm going to start off with Saturday's games, then we're going to go to Sunday all the way to today. Right now, Arkansas game just started with Baylor, so that's where I'm at right now. On Saturday, the Bears were -7. Number 1 seeded Baylor Bears defeated number 5 Villanova Wildcats 62-51 in a game that the Wildcats, were basically, trailing, they were trailing most of the game. I mean, they led early in the half, 30-23, but the second half, the Bears outscored them 39-21, and they crushed them in the second half and ended up winning 62-51 as the Baylor Bears advance. Another game, number 12 seed Oregon State Beavers versus Loyola Chicago. Chicago was -7. The Beavers just handled their business, man. That's the best way to put it. 65-58. They led at the half 24-16 in a real good defensive game. Second half, a lot more scoring, 83 points by both teams, which the game still went under by a couple of points. And the Beavers upset the Ramblers. Beavers move on. Other game, number 2 seeded Houston Cougars defeated number 11 Syracuse Orangemen 62-46. The game was actually tied at 20, and after that, the Cougars end up, outscoring them 42-26 from that point on and defeating the Orangemen 62-46. Cougar advance. In another game, you got number 3 seeded Arkansas Razorbacks defeated number 15 Oral Roberts 72-70 in a real good game. The Golden Eagles basically were leading at the half 35-28. It looked like Oral Roberts was off to another upset, but the Razorbacks outscored them in the second half 44-35 in the second half as the Razorbacks advance. I'm just going through the March Madness 316, bro. Number 1 seeded Gonzaga Bulldogs bullied up on number 5, Creighton Blue Jays, 83-65, and let out the half, 43-33. The Zags are off and running, and, this has got to be their year and the story. I mean, if they ever going to win, this is the year for the Zags to win. Real talk. Other news, number 1, Michigan Wolverines defeated number 4 seeded Florida Seminoles, 76-58. Too many mistakes by the Seminoles, which the Wolverines capitalized on. Wolverines left out the half 32-21 and coasted to a 76-58 victory. Michigan Wolverines advance. In another game, number 11 seeded UCLA defeated number 2 seeded Alabama 88-78 in the upset. I mean, it was only like -2, -2.5, but it's still an upset. What a game, man. Like the end, 4 seconds left. UCLA went up 3. Alabama hit a three-pointer. Alex Reese to tie it up. Hitting it with like 3 seconds left. It went to overtime. And in overtime, it was all UCLA, 23-13 in overtime to upset Bama. UCLA advances in a real good game. Number 6 Trojans defeated number 7 Oregon Ducks 82-68. USC cruising for the gate out the gate. Up 41-26 at the half and continue to dominate throughout the game. The Trojans and Justin Yu advance. That's my man's team, the USC Trojans. Okay, and today, number 12 Oregon State Beavers playing number 2 Houston Cougars. The Cougars left out the gate 34-17. The Beavers came all the way back with a couple minutes left, was down 2, something like 56, 54, 54, 52, something in that nature. And final score ended up being 67-61 Cougars. The Cougars prevailed. The Beavers ended up covering the +8 in a real good game, especially in the second half. That could have went either way at one moment. Beavers stormed all the way back, but ran out of gas, and the Cougars held them off and prevailed and move on to the Final Four. And right now, as we talking right now, the Baylor Bears are up 29-11 against the Razorbacks. With 10:50 left in the first half, Baylor Bears are up. Baylor Bears ain't no joke this year, guys. Real talk, man. Okay, now let's go to NBA news real quick. Quickest 15 minutes in sports. Brooklyn Nets continue to get better. I mean, it seems like everybody who becomes available lands in Brooklyn. That's what it's seeming like. You know what I mean? First they get Blake Griffin, that a lot of teams wanted. He ended up going to Brooklyn, and now they end up getting 35-year-old Lamarcus Aldridge, you know, a 7-time All-Star, to sign with Brooklyn. He got a buyout from the San Antonio Spurs. That's what enabled this to happen. And Aldridge will help them, man. I mean, the guy can shoot. He's a smart player. He got no chips, but he's playing in a championship caliber kind of team. So, you know, with champions on it, Kyrie Irving's a champion, Durant's a champion, and Harden is seeking his first ring, amongst with Blake Griffin, you know, DeAndre Jordan, etc. You know what I mean? And, you know, I mean, that they said, the rich get richer, the poor don't get a fucking thing. Nets continue to bolster their roster. This is a real good pickup because if Blake don't work out, Aldridge will. If Aldridge don't, Blake will. Both of them got different games. One's more of a big rebounder, you know, more aggressive. The other one's offensive-minded than Aldridge. And they will help the Brooklyn Nets. Trust me, these are crafty veterans who are looking to get their first chip. And salute to the Brooklyn Nets by making this great pickup. I mean, you can't hate, man. I mean, as much as we want to hate, we can't hate. You know what I mean? I even posted some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar signed with them because it's getting to that point where, like, every week they picking somebody up. You know what I mean? Like I said, the rich getting rich and the poor don't get a motherfucking thing. And now let's go to the West Coast where the Los Angeles Lakers had to do something. Because Brooklyn not only picked up Blake Griffin, they picked up Lamarcus Aldridge, so that forced the hand of the Lakers to go pick up Andre Drummond. You know what I mean? And he's an insurance to Anthony Davis. And if Davis gets back, now you're surrounded by bigs. Drummond is big center. Davis, you got Montrezl Harrell off the bench, or if you're going to start Harrell. One thing about the Lakers, they are big and strong, and they are bigger and stronger than anybody in the league. Like last year when they had Howard and JaVale McGee, both of them are gone. Now you bring in Montrezl Harrell, and you bring in Andre Drummond. You kind of got like the same thing there going with more talent, if you ask me, because these two are more talented. And then not to mention Schroeder, the pickup of Schroeder. So Lakers are actually a better team, though their record don't implicate that. They 30-17, fourth in the conference, 5 games out of first place. You dig what I'm saying? But you know the Lakers are ready for anything. And Brooklyn, let me go back to Brooklyn. They 32-15, a half a game out for the league against the 76ers. They're a half a game out for the 76ers. So Brooklyn's right there flirting with that number 1 seed, dumb the Milwaukee Bucks, etc. While the Lakers got to climb up about 3 teams. But like I said, if the Lakers get healthy It don't matter who got home court. They are going to make noise. A lot of you guys think they're going to get bumped early. I disagree. I don't think they're going to get bumped early. Not if they're healthy. If they're healthy, they are going to make a run for it. And now when you add Drummond, an all-star, you know, who career-wise is 624 games, averages 14.6, 13.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, two-time all-star, four-time rebound champ. When you add a guy to that caliber, and he's still not old. I mean, he was like 30 years old, some shit like that. He's still got a lot of good playing years left. I mean, this is a great pickup for the LA Lakers. And Lamarcus Aldridge, let me give you his career numbers. 1,024 games, 19.4, 8.3 rebounds, 2.0 assists. And like I said, these are crafty veterans, but Drummond's a lot younger. But I'll say that Aldridge is a little more polished. And both teams that are predicted to go to the chip made great moves. And now I'm waiting for the Utah Jazz to do something. And the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks are probably, you know, Milwaukee Bucks is picking up, you know, like they picked up PJ Tucker. I think they just picked up Teague. But they got to make a stronger move than that, because these two moves right here were real strong. Bucks got to make a strong move, and definitely the Celtics. The Celtics got to get a big man. They had two chances of getting either Aldridge or Drummond. I wish they would have got Drummond, because that would have been a perfect fit for the Celtics with Tatum, Brown, and Kemba Walker. But I guess he felt the role was easier with the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, so now that's basically it. Let me kind of freestyle this rest of the thing out here. MLB baseball is coming back in 4 days. I gave you guys the futures on that. I can't wait for baseball to come back. The money's more like, for sure for me, because the NBA and the tournament's been a little funny. You know, I've been up and down with the tournament. Nothing to brag about. You know what I mean? I actually lost my last 2 games, to be quite frank with you. But the tournament, like I said, it's usually something you can make money on. But this shit was a little funny. So hopefully now the MLB is coming back, we can make some money with the MLB. MLB, I'm real strong at, just like I'm strong with the NFL. NBA is kind of suspect for me. Whoever claims they win NBA, I would like to follow them for a whole year. Like, really watch every play, because NBA to me is suspect. If you could win in the NBA, you're either lucky or you really know your shit. And that's real talk, man. And I'd like to just say thank everybody for tuning in. Thanks for everybody for participating in the giveaway thing on every Friday on open sessions. That's highly appreciated. Me and Chris Abel, we're going to maybe do a bi-weekly thing. We'll talk that shit. I mean, I'm going to give you guys everything you guys deserve. Just keep supporting your boy. Like I said, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. You know what I mean? Hit the notification bell. Get all them algorithms running. And let's get this shit popping, man. And with that, thank you guys for another 15 minutes. It's not really much to talk about. I mean, the NBA's still flowing. You know, I'm just waiting to see all these last little bit of pickups, trades, free agents. March Madness, Final Four is going to be this weekend. So on Friday, me and Noah Parker are going to kick all that Final Four predictions and everything. And of course, the giveaway midway through the show. So make sure you guys tune in. Al York Sports, 15 quickest minutes of sports. No drinking and driving. It's the fucking law. I love y'all. So much to do and so little time. I'm out of breath, y'all. Hold your heads. Love y'all. Al York Sports, the raw truth.